this a little bit more centered here. So, I'm gonna grab my Palo Santo, hold on. And my selenite. So, I'm just gonna start by opening up a sacred space. This is a selenite wand for anybody that's curious. I've actually tattooed mine with like a sacred geometry pattern. So it makes it a little bit extra special. And I'm just gonna do a little bit of smudging just to clear any of the negative energy that could be present. And I just wanna set the intention for this live to be the opportunity for people to receive messages of love, truth, healing, and peace that they most need to hear right now. And I also want to call on archangels, ascended masters, guardian angels, guides of all those who will be present in the space. And I want to thank ancestral spirits of God's white light, ancestor spirits of God's white light. I think I just said that. Power animals, spirit animals, totem animals. I want to call in Archangel Michael, Archangel Raguel, Archangel Uriel, Archangel Jophiel, Archangel Metatron, Archangel Zadkiel. I want to call in Mother Mary, Kuan Yin, the Egyptian goddess Isis, Mary Magdalene, Melchizedek, Hilarion. So with that, our circle is open. And I am like running out of room on my desk. It's kind of crazy. Okay. So I'm just smudging for us a little bit. This is Palo Santo, so this is holy wood or holy sacred white smoke. If you have some restrictions upon being able to use smudge, as traditional smudge would be like sage, but actually smudge could be, you know, lavender, cedar wood, sweetgrass. Smudging is just the term of burning herbs. Hold on one second. If you're smudging and it gets a little bit too intense, you can open up, I usually like to open up a window, and I actually kind of offer the smoke to go outside as like an offering to the world. What was I gonna say alongside that? Yes, so if traditional smudge like white sage is a little bit too intense for you, check out Palo Santo, Palosanto. It tends to kind of not burn as fast and furious as sage does, so the smoke kind of will go out quicker, but it packs a mighty punch. So it can be really great in that way because you still get the benefit of the smudge, but you don't have to worry about it continuing to smoke again and again and again and again and again and again. I'm just gonna close one more thing here, hold on. Okay. I guess I'm very fidgety today. So I'm waiting for people to get on. If we don't get anybody on, that's fine. I will just talk generally as well, because I know people do catch these replays. So I wanted to talk about 3 cards that I actually pulled before getting on the live. Hi, Brandy. Good to see you. Yay! So I just opened up the circle with selenite, and I did a little bit of smudging with Palo Santo, and called on different archangels and ascended masters to help us out. Hi! So I wanted to talk about 3 cards that I pulled. Feel free to also share the video, Brandy, because that definitely helps when you share. And in fact, I'm gonna just take a sip of water here really quick. So, the 3 cards that I got, I felt like I actually pulled these for myself, but I also felt like they would be very beneficial to share with everyone because it was timely that I pulled them right before getting on the live. So, the 2 that I have from Animal Tarot are King of Spring, and this is actually Katanga Lion. So this is like owning your sovereignty, recognizing that it's time for you to rise up and be a leader, believing in yourself, pursuing your passions and your goals, really allowing yourself to recognize like the amazingness that you have to provide with the world and being brave enough to speak up about it and do it. I noticed that definitely that's been the case with me. Hi, Queen. Yeah, so this says, now's your moment to step up to a leadership role. Don't back away from the spotlight, as your plans will be successful so long as you stay focused upon the big picture. So you could see here that it's kind of cute because there's actually a little bird in a tree, right? And here's this huge, powerful lion, and then the lion is actually communicating with this like little bird, and this is actually a message that's come up a couple times. It was in my last moon report, where I had that littlest fairy card about just don't forget about the small things in life. Don't forget about like the little treasures, the little pleasures that help you keep going and give you something to look forward to. I've been definitely doing that recently. And also there's something also to like delayed gratification, like knowing that you've purchased something and that's okay. Thank you, Brandy. Knowing that you've purchased something and it's on its way, and like that love that you put into that is coming, And also this is about just how very much like those little daily actions we take, they really create our reality. And, a lot of people think that success is like this overnight sensation, and it doesn't work that way. It's actually the continual input of focusing on our desires and doing those positive aspects towards our goals that actually creates the big successful goal. So, Katanga Lion, being fearless, stepping up into leadership, recognizing the power of the daily action steps. And then I also got 5 of Spring. So this is this is actually very related to astrology, right? Because the ram is associated with the sign of Aries. So, there is a lot of tension going on right now in the astrology. And, you could have circumstances or situations come across your path in which you have a different belief system than somebody else, or somebody says a comment to you and it rubs you the wrong way, or it's, you find that you feel friction with somebody else. And, this card says, occasionally you may experience clashes with others. If you decide the matter is worth your energy, then do what you can to minimize the conflict without sacrificing your goals or beliefs. So the important thing about this message is not so much the conflict, because conflict is sometimes inevitable, right? It's more so that what battles do you want to fight, right? Like, it takes a lot of energy to go and fight every single battle. So it's recognizing, does this serve me to advocate for my point in this situation? Or does it serve me more to maybe back away and step away and not get into it? Put up a boundary, just walk away, just say my time is too valuable, kind of like this Katanga Lion. It's like, be the lion, be the royal person to not, get too lost in the situation, because when you do that, what will happen is that you'll lose time, precious time that you could be working on your sacred projects and the things that are of value to you. Lions are also associated with the energy of Leo, so this is creativity and like what's in your heart. What are you creating from your heart space? So we have those 2 cards, so really powerful there. And then from Angels of Abundance, I pulled focus on your priorities. So, right? Definitely. Yeah, so from Angels of Abundance, focus on your priorities. So it says, where you put your focus is where you receive your outcome. Your priorities are calling to you, which may produce a feeling of anxiety unless you give them the time and attention they and you deserve. Even a small amount of time devoted to your priorities will help you feel better and more confident. So this is a nice card, and you could see her there. She's like on a cloud, and she's got that lantern. It almost reminds me of the Hermit card from the traditional tarot deck. But she's also got this like kind of wise woman energy, right? So it's like a lot of the cards are saying like tap into that wise woman energy, like recognize that petty fights and struggles, we can't change what other people think and we can't control what people do. But what we can recognize is that maybe we've got priorities that need our attention and that they need work, and that's actually where we need to be putting our energy. So don't get sucked into like little drama battles this week, really make your intention to focusing on what's important to you, And I can definitely relate to that because I have so many projects that I'm working on, and it's just, the drama is just not worth time. So if you'd like a card pull, let me know in the comments below. And there we go. I will be happy to pull a card for you. And in general too, so updates as well, other updates. So I will be sending out the next issue of the Moon Report this weekend for the full moon in Libra. So check your inboxes this weekend. I'll probably do a post on, absolutely Queen. Good, I'm so glad, Brandy. Yeah, so I will be sending out the next Moon Report issue this weekend, so if you're not on my email list for that, definitely message me. Let me know if you'd like to be. In addition, I have yet to work on the round of customized Moon Reports for April, so if you're interested in that, that's when I look specifically at your natal chart, and I go in and I look at the aspects you have in your planetary placements and everything, and I talk about the current the upcoming full and new moon of that month and what it will be providing for you specifically based on your chart. That is a paid offering, but it's a great deal. You get like a 25 to 30 minute recorded audio from me, and it's really great. And then in addition, I'm still on the Healing Cloud site and they still are doing that promo, the free promo. So if you're interested in that, again, you can email me, juliannefay@gmail.com, or hit me up, and I can help you getting set up to do an appointment for that. So, Brandy, did you want a card pull? I don't know. Hi, Sandra. Let's see. I know Queen did, and I don't know if Brandy said one first. I'm pretty sure Brandy's always up for a card pull. So let me know, Brandy, if you'd like one. So Queen, I'm going to pull for you generally from the messages from the fairies deck. So what does Queen need to know right now? Okay, yay! Definitely, you got it, Sandra. You got it, Brandy. And I'm really pleased that the cards I felt like really harmonized with the cards. And at the beginning of this live, you could go back and rewatch. I did some smudging with Palo Santo, and I opened up a circle, a sacred space, calling on different guides. And I think that that's definitely helping to kind of clear out any negative vibrations, at least in this sacred space here. So, Queen, your card is Connect with Nature. And it says, you're rejuvenated and inspired by spending time outdoors. So you could see here that she's like wearing this really pretty pink dress. She's actually holding a flower in her hand, and there's actually a butterfly that's like flying overhead, right? And she's sitting on this branch like in a tree. So if it's too cold where you are, you also can bring flowers into your space. You can bring the element of nature in. Like I do that quite often. These are pink. It's so funny. I have one like really light one that's actually bloomed recently, but these are really pretty like fuchsia pink carnations. They're a couple days past fresh, so they're not as lively, but they're still really pretty. And then this is actually a mini bouquet I made up. And what I did was actually I took a clear quartz bracelet and I put it around the glass so that it amplifies the energy. And then I also took a sunstone chip and put it in there to just really amplify. So these pretty, you guys can receive that pretty pink carnation energy. So remember that you can bring nature. Aren't they so pretty? Oh, perfect. That's great. Yeah, and I will actually be, one of my goals too, in addition to all my writing projects, is I have the course to become a certified flower therapy healer from Robert Reeves, so I have yet to work through that course, but that's one of my goals. So I will actually be informing flower therapy recommendations in my soul coaching sessions and everything in the future. Not quite there yet, but the goal is there. I realized that I've been essentially adding on kind of like all these modalities, because now I have cards, I have astrology, I'm building in the essential oils, and then also be building in flowers, so it's great. So yes, so Queen, right? Thank you, Brandy. I so appreciate that. Yeah, so, and this is, if this is resonating with all of you, you know, that are watching this now or on replay, you know, it's helpful to you as well. So thank you. So this is like, bring the element of nature into your home if it's too cold outside. But even when it's cold, we can still bundle up. We can go for a nice walk around the block, or if you have a pet, you can take your pet outside. Really what I'm getting with this too is like, a lot of us are going through a period of transformation right now. And also, so is nature. We're going to be moving in, we are in spring, but it's kind of like catching up, right? Things are shifting and changing. It's just like we're kind of getting out of this slumber. The other thing too with this is like, you know, her dress is pink, so it's like the heart chakra. And in particular with this card, what I'm getting for you, Queen, too, is that I feel like by getting outside, oh, Monty, he's on his back to get his belly rubbed. I can't resist a belly rub, but I must right now. We'll take a rain check, okay? So, you know, this is about, Queen, for you, this is about you connecting with other people. So we can't connect with other people if we just stay inside all the time. So it's about getting outside, pushing yourself, maybe trying a yoga class or some type of workshop. You can check into, you know, like, there's drumming circles. There's so many different ways you can connect to different people, but even just walking outside is a great start. So getting outside for you, Queen, or bringing the elements of nature into your space. So Brandy, let's do a card for you. And Sandra, if you're up for it, you can share the video, and Queen as well, if you're still on, I'm not sure. You can share the video, and that will actually help to kind of spread the word and get it out so that more people can see and hopefully receive some healing. Okay, well, let's see. I got one that popped out already here, so let's see. Is this for Brandy? And I don't know if you guys can hear. I'm playing, great. I'm playing actually solar plexus chakra music in the background, which is the color related to the yellow chakra, which is basically our stomach, right? And it's our sense of play and digestion and happiness and ease, being able to digest life easily. So that's also kind of going on in the energy too. Okay, so Brandy, your card, it kind of fell out right underneath that one, is winter. So, you know, the way I would interpret this too is that technically, I think officially we have entered spring, but it still kind of feels like winter in some ways. I know by me it's like, you know, cold kind of still and rainy. Like it's no longer in the 30s, but it's like, you know, 46, that kind of thing. So this says the answers to your prayers and affirmations are fully realized in the winter months. So you could see here that there's like snow on the ground. There's this like fairy godmother-ish kind of winter fairy, and there's this really fun unicorn. So it's like things are getting to a place of purity now, you know? Good, I'm so glad you hear it. So I feel like things are getting to a place of purity, you know, like I know that you've had, you know, with your fiance, like some happy news. So, you know, I feel like this is kind of clinching it, like happy news occurred, you know, right at the time that it's the end of winter, but we're like shifting into the spring season, right? I think most of us feel like spring equals, you know, when it's pretty warm and like there's lots of flowers blooming, and we're in spring, but it's almost like nature's doing some catching up, you know, and we're sort of not. Well, good, because it fell out right after yours, Queen, so it might be for you too. So I feel like, you know, really the message I'm getting for anybody that wants to receive it is, I honestly feel like things are getting better. Things are shifting and transforming. It's just that we've had to be patient, and we might need to continue to be patient, because as nature is like the greatest teacher, right? So as nature's kind of doing this catching up with the transition into spring, so are we. So I feel like that's what this card is affirming, is that and also pay attention to perhaps like you had an email from someone or an opportunity, but it's like they haven't gotten back to you yet, but you technically, oh good, that's good. If people are being a little slow to get back to you in terms of communication for opportunities or things, don't worry about it. You know, we are in a Mercury retrograde, which does slow down communication. So things are improving, and just trusting that things are improving, you know? Let me pull another card for you, Brandy, because that one kind of snuck out, and it was sort of like Queens and a little bit of yours. So let me pull one specifically for you. So what does Brandy need to know right now? Oh, perfect. Then you got flower essences. So, so this card says, spend time with flowers and flower essences to increase your personal healing power. So yes, yes, yes. So I feel like maybe bringing in some fresh flowers into your space would be great. Like, you know, I kind of rotate different ones, so I intuitively choose which one feels best to me right now based on chakra color or things like that. Also, this is the essential oils too, so being a fellow lover of Jade Bloom, we're both Jade Bloomers, yeah, so this is saying too, like, working with the essential oils is so healing to you right now, so keep that up. Maybe take the flower aspect to a new level by bringing some fresh flowers into your home. And I can't wait to see what you pick out, or maybe your fiance picks out, since he might be the one that ends up getting them. So that was really good. And the other thing too is that technically forms a 3-card spread. So I can put that together, and what I get is connect with connect with nature, winter, and flower essences. So I could also interpret this just as a general reading for everyone, right? Definitely. Hi, Jen. Hi, Laurie. So I can interpret this as, like, you know, connecting with nature, making sure that you still motivate yourself to get outside. A lot of us are transitioning, so we're really leaving behind the energy of winter. We're moving forward into spring. It's probable that you've had solutions kind of crop up maybe in the past couple weeks, but maybe they're just taking more time to, like, come to full fruition, you know? Hello. Hi. And then additionally we have flower power. So bringing fresh flowers into your space, working with the essential oils, and I'll just show Jen and Laurie. This is like a little miniature. This is like a fuchsia pink carnation little vase I made up, and I took that from this is like the bigger version. So I made a baby and I have the big one. I usually like to make 2. I don't know exactly why. Maybe it's all the Libra energy in me. I like things balanced. But what I did was I actually put a clear quartz bracelet around this, and I put a gem in the water. In this case I put sunstone to just infuse the flowers, and I swear they've been lasting for evs. So and as I mentioned to the other ladies on the call, right? Yeah, that's a good point, Brandy. Definitely getting outside, and also, like, I know you and I are going to talk more tomorrow, but, like, beginning to now put into practice some of what you were visualizing, like pushing your daughter on the swing and all of that, you know. Yeah, so as I was telling the ladies earlier, thank you. Yeah, I think it came out so cute. Yeah, I have like a very petite wrist, so I got this as part of my well offering from Sage Goddess, but the quartz is kind of big, so I was like, well, I would like to use it in a functional way, so I decided to use it to work with the flower vases. And I'm excited because I will be taking this certified flower therapy course, and I'll be deepening my knowledge of how to work with flowers for healing. So that will become yet another thing I'll have to offer in my soul coaching sessions for people, so I'm excited for that. All right, so I think the next person for a card pull is Sandra, right? I don't think I got to you yet, Sandra. So let's switch gears. I'm going to do a different deck. You can always come back to the fairies. And let's do, and ladies too that came on. I'm just reading up with them. No, I love the faces. I love the comments. I love the hearts. I love all of it. I was gonna say something and then I forget. Oh, just that those who came on later, if you'd like, you can go back to the beginning. Yes, it's not singing bowls. You're not losing it. I'm playing 3rd chakra solar plexus healing music in the background. Here, let me show you guys. That just made me laugh so hard. So, it must be working because everybody's laughing. See the laughter? So it must be working. Yeah, lately that has been my jam, has been playing a different chakra frequency on YouTube and just letting it go while I do my writing or work on different projects. And I swear pets love it too. Monty just like goes into a zen place when I play it. So it works really well. And it must be working because like all of us are getting really happy. So just lost my train of thought. Oh, so those that came on later, you can go back to the beginning. I did some smudging and I opened up a container, a sacred space, and then I did talk about 3 cards that I pulled before getting onto the yeah, I did talk about 3 cards that I pulled before starting the live, so you can watch that for some extra card pulls if you need. Okay, so let's see. So what does Sandra need to know right now? Ooh. And also, Laurie and Jen, if you'd like, you can share the video, and it actually really, really helps to bring new people in. And that actually helps a lot. So, you know, it can help people that either maybe just don't know I'm doing a live, or people that maybe would benefit from receiving. They can really be notified by you sharing. Oh, well, Sandra, you've got, oh my gosh, so many cards want to come out. You got opportunity. So this is definitely like a rejoicing card. It says also though, these cards are kind of interesting because I find that the affirmation on the back is always like different than the picture. So the picture will be slightly sad and then the back will be slightly happy, or in this case, the front is slightly happy, the back is slightly sad. So it says, release your ties to the past. When you let go of the old, you make room for the new. These cards are just very confused, I guess. But, you know, so the way I would interpret this is that either an opportunity has presented itself to you recently or will be, but it could be also just saying like opportunities want to make their way to you, but what's required of you is to do more releasing work and to really let go of the old. So that is your message, Sandra. I'm not sure if... Yeah, that could be. But I also like the fact that it's opportunity. So I feel like the more that you can, you know, Archangel Gabriel, help me communicate what she needs to hear. Yeah, I'm just hearing like the more that you can let go of the way that things were, the more that you can accept the way that things will be. You know, like the new that is coming to you is making its way, and all that's required of you is to stop going back to the way things were before and wanting them to be like that, because you're a different person now and you're attracting a different frequency and you're attracting new things now that serve you better than what served you before. So I feel like that's the message. Okay, let's see, who else wanted a card reading? I think Jen and Laurie popped on, so if you ladies would like a card pull, let me know. I don't think I've missed anybody yet. So, good, I'm glad. Yeah, so anybody else that's on that didn't get a card pull, let me know in the chat and I'd be happy to do that. Just general updates. So we have a full moon in Libra this weekend. I will be releasing another issue of the Moon Report. I'm gearing up for the customized Moon Report issues for April. In fact, I probably should have already started them by now, but okay, you got it, Jen. I am in the process of working on those. So if you're interested in that, that's a paid offering. It's about 25 to 30 minutes. And what I do is I speak specifically about the upcoming new and full moon for that month. Megan made it on! That's the first time that's happened. Yay, I'm so glad. I'm so happy to see you, Megan. And if we're gonna have a phone date, I'm on my phone right now, so we'll figure that out. Anyway, that was a really sweet surprise. Oh no, the chakra music. Let me put it back. The chakra music was working. Love you too, sister, so much. So, what was I saying? So yes, Moon Report issue will be coming out this weekend. I'm gearing up for the customized moon reports for April. So that's a 25 to 30 minute audio recording where I look specifically at your chart and I tell you about what that upcoming month with its new and full moons will be doing for you based on what's in your chart. That's a paid offering, so a lot of people love it. If that interests you, let me know. You can message me or send me an email. So let's see. So we had Megan, if you'd like for me to pull a card for you, I'd love to do that. And let's do, so who was first? Jen, I think it was Jen and then Laurie. I'm kind of scrolling up two more. Jen, Laurie, got it. Okay. All right, so let's do, actually, it's interesting. Yay, you got it. I'm feeling called to ask you, Jen. I normally don't ask people which decks they would like, but for some reason, I'm feeling called to ask you. So would you prefer a self-care card from Cheryl Richardson or Animal Tarot? So let me know. Yeah, for those on the, yeah, it's definitely funky energy day. There's a lot going on astrologically. The moon is in Virgo right now, which is, the moon doesn't really like being in Virgo that much. So watch out for like putting extra pressure on yourself. You know, in general, the energy right now is really a lot about getting things done. So you might feel like you haven't had a chance to take a break. But what's important to remember is that a break doesn't have to be like a full day. A break could be listening to a positive song you like, or just, you know, some small act or small way for you to, you know, allow yourself to celebrate a success or an achievement. Like yesterday and today, I took some time to like do a little bit of online shopping and identified some things that would bring me so much joy, but they're probably not going to get to me for like a week. So I've kind of been, okay, well, I'll pull one from each then. That sounds good. So I myself have been experimenting with this like delayed gratification kind of principle. So just, you know, whatever works for you, if it's dancing out the stress, if it's journaling it out, if it's listening to music, find your go-tos to release the stress, because there's a lot of pressure right now in the energy field. Okay, so let's do one of each for Jen. Okay, so what does Jen need to know right now? Does Jen need to know right now? Okay. Aw. So you got Revelation. Again, I told you, I warned you guys that these cards are like extremely confused. So the front of it says Revelation. So this is about like connecting to the water element, the ocean, listening to what Mama Ocean has to tell you. Because you could see here that she's like literally listening to the seashell. So I know that you had a vacay recently, Jen. I don't know if you have seashells from the trip, or maybe some type of token or talisman from maybe being close to Mama Ocean. Maybe it would be a good time for you to reconnect with that. And it says, listen to your life. The right path will reveal itself. So I would interpret this as like an extension of what we talked about, you know, in your session, and just like giving yourself the time to let the answers come to you. Oh, good. That's great. I'm happy to hear that. Yeah, so I feel like this is saying like connect to that talisman and maybe use that as a way to sit and meditate with it. What wisdom does that have to provide for you? The other card you got is Princess of Spring. So this is like an amaze card, and you know, it says Monarch Butterfly. Creative opportunities that you feel passionate about are fluttering your way. Personal growth and broadened horizons will spark fresh and original ideas. So the energy of this, it kind of reminds me of what I pulled at the beginning of this live, where I talked about Katanga Lion. Oh, thanks, Megan. You know, so it's like, if you, again, you notice like here's a crown and here's the lion wearing the crown. So this is really about like crowning yourself, allowing yourself to transform. And this butterfly has a lot of orange and yellow energy. So Jen, maybe it would be really good for you to play some sacral chakra music on YouTube while you're meditating, or just like in general as much as you can, you know, because I feel like you're transforming in a creative way, and this is about you owning up to that worthiness, right? But you kind of have to do some sitting still and some connecting to the to the water element to maybe get there. So let me know how that was for you, Jen. I'm really glad that it worked out to pull the 2. Okay, so let's do... So I think Laurie was next if you're still on. Just scroll up here. I don't know if I could see... Yeah, I think Laurie's still on. Okay, so let's do for Laurie. What does Laurie need to know right now? Oh my gosh, Laurie. 7 of Winter. This card looks familiar. Good, I'm glad. And don't forget about the sacral chakra music. I swear it works. So. So Laurie, if you're on, this is your card, 7 of Winter. So this is, so this card should look familiar. Oh, it's Magpie. So this again is a cautionary card, right? Like we had, and it says, caution will help you avoid the loss of valuables, including non-material resources such as time or peace of mind. Be aware of the results of your actions as well as what others might be doing behind your back. I know, it's such an LOL. So again, it's like I'm really drawn to that key and then like all these objects in the nest, you know. So let me also pull a self-care card for you. What does Laurie need to know right now? Okay, and then you got faith. I know, I can't get over it either. Like, that's just crazy. So we got faith, and then it says have faith. Faith grows when you act without knowing the end result. So, you know, it's just really interesting for you because it's like you're being called to rise up and say, you know what? This is not acceptable that you're talking to me this way, or this is not acceptable that you're still in my space in this way, right? So I think I know. Yeah, so I think it's like, let me see if I have any specific messages, like Archangel Gabriel, what does she need to know right now? So I'm hearing trust and follow the guidance that you're being given in order to achieve like your sanity back. So I feel like maybe doing some action steps on what I sent you in the follow-up report, maybe exploring like setting up another session could be good. If it doesn't have to be this week, like you could do it for next week or the week thereafter even. Just not on Friday evenings because I have yet to block off. There's 2 Friday evenings coming up that I will have, not this Friday, but the next 2 Fridays, I'll have something for just a short amount of time. But Brandy, you and I are fine for tomorrow, so don't worry. So, yeah, I mean, I just think that, honestly, if I was you, Laurie, I would look at this card in the follow-up report I sent you, and I would even meditate with this card. Like, what is this card trying to teach you? Because to come up 2 times in the same couple days, I mean, this is, like, major, you know? You're really being called to examine, like, the way in which things are being stolen from your nest, you know? Okay. So that was very good. And then for Megan, so let's see. So what does Megan need to know right now? I think I'm going to do one of each again because that just works so well. I actually want to start here. What does Megan need to know right now? Okay, it's so funny because this... Good, I'm glad, Laurie. This card was on the top, Megan, and I was like, I bet that's Megan's card. And I just shuffled, and it was the same card. So you got dance. Yeah, so you got dance. And you could see here that it's like, you know, like the white swan. So this is just so beautiful, right? Like about connecting with your body and just feeling so happy with your body and just like adoring it, right? And just like sensual and loving to your body. It says step into the light Share your gifts and talents with the world. So I feel like this is totally related to, you know, definitely like the Zumba. Have you started doing classes yet, or you said you have your audition soon for that? And I'm gonna pull another card for you here from Animal Tarot. What does Megan need to know right now? Oh, I love this card. Okay, nice. So that's super affirmative. I actually got this card recently and it made me so happy. So I'm happy I got it for you too. Ace of Spring. And this is White Tiger. A wonderful new opportunity presents itself. It may have come as a surprise, but you'll still want to leap into action and passionately pursue every possibility. So this is like, you know, also there's a cub here, right? Like the, I don't know what a baby tiger is called. I guess a cub. This kind of has like a nurturing energy to it. Like it's like protecting what's of value to you. And if you notice in the background, there's actually like a castle. So this is like, you're on your way towards like your castle, right? It's maybe just like a matter of like a moon cycle, or, you know, like there's opportunities coming to you which are going to bring you closer to getting towards your castle. Yeah, so I really love this card. And like I said, for those listening, if any of the cards resonated with you, and I didn't pull it specifically for you, but it resonated, it's still for you, because it's not an accident that we all come together on this live, you know, and receive in that way. So that was good. So we got a lot of cards there. I think I'm gonna wind down here because I never know how long I'm on live for, because it doesn't show me the time, so I have to watch this clock. But yeah, so those of you that came on later, feel free to go back to the beginning. I did some smudging. I'm gonna close the circle. And I just want to thank all of the guardian angels, guides, ancestors of God's white light, spirit animals, power animals, totem animals. Okay, bye Megan. Love you too. So I just want to thank all the ancestor spirits, guardian angels, guides, animal spirits, animal totems, archangels, all the ascended masters, Mother Mary, Kuan Yin, the Egyptian goddess Isis, Melchizedek, Hilarion. I want to thank all of the ascended masters and beings of love and light that were present and able to assist in this space. Thank you for your service to this space tonight. You're so welcome. I'll hang on just a small bit. If anybody has any questions, specific, like very specific questions about any of my offerings or what's going on astrologically, I'm happy to answer those. And please, if you can, spread the word that I'm doing these on Thursday nights. Right now I'm focusing most on Facebook, only because Instagram, after I do it, I can't save it. I don't have any more room to save stuff on my phone. So I really like that with Facebook, when I end it, it saves to Facebook. I don't even have to save it to my phone. So yeah, if you can, spread the word Thursday nights. I'm trying to announce it like same day of, but generally it's going to be, I'll be starting at somewhere between 7:30 and 8 o'clock. So that's the plan. And I'll probably be doing a blog post soon, another one. So just keep watching my page. I'm going to be doing so much more writing, and I have lots of amazing things coming ahead. So please stay tuned. And thank you everybody for being on. And anybody that's interested in healing clouds, let me know. And other than that, I think that's everything. Bye everyone. Thank you. Much love.